The natural world is a battleground, a place where only the strongest, smartest, or most lethal creatures survive. While some animals rely on sheer strength, razor-sharp claws, or bone-crushing bites to dominate their ecosystems, others have developed something far more sinister: poison. A single bite, a tiny sting, or even just brushing against their skin can mean instant death. Some of these creatures are so deadly that there's no known antidote, and once their toxins enter your system, there's nothing you can do but wait for the inevitable. Today, we're counting down the top 10 most poisonous creatures in nature, from frogs that can kill you just by touching them to marine assassins so deadly that even trained professionals fear them. These animals have evolved some of the most powerful toxins in existence, and one of them holds the record for the most poisonous creature on Earth. Stick around until the end, because our number one pick is so toxic that a single drop of its venom could kill 100,000 people. Now, let's dive into nature's most terrifying toxic killers. Kicking off our list at number 10, we've got a creature that looks slow and sluggish, but hides a painful secret: the Gila monster. This chunky, beaded lizard from the deserts of the southwestern United States and Mexico is one of the few venomous lizards in the world. And trust me, you do not want to get on its bad side. Unlike venomous snakes that strike and release, the Gila monster takes a, let's just say, more personal approach. When it bites, it doesn't just let go. It clamps down and chews, injecting venom straight into its victim's bloodstream. And this isn't your average bite. It hurts. A lot. Victims describe the pain as burning, searing agony, lasting for hours, sometimes even days. The venom can cause intense swelling, dizziness, nausea, and paralysis, making every second feel like torture. Despite their fearsome reputation, Gila monsters aren't out there hunting humans. They prefer hunting small mammals, birds, and eggs, using their venom to take down prey in the harsh desert landscape. And if you think you can just shake one off, think again. Once they bite, they don't let go easily. You'll have to pry them off yourself. So, while they may not be the deadliest creature on this list, the Gila monster definitely earns its spot for its brutal bite and nightmarish persistence. And the scariest part? If one bites you, you'll be feeling the effects long after it's gone. Stick around, because things are only getting more dangerous from here. The deathstalker scorpion is one of the most venomous scorpions in the world, found in North Africa, the Middle East, and parts of Central Asia. Measuring about 2.5 to 3 inches, it has a potent sting that can cause extreme pain, paralysis, and in severe cases, death. Its venom affects the nervous system, causing muscle spasms and even heart failure. While adults may survive, children and the elderly are at higher risk. Known for its aggression, the deathstalker uses its powerful pincers to capture prey and delivers venom to immobilize it. It thrives in harsh desert environments, can survive long periods without food or water, and has the ability to regenerate lost limbs. One intriguing feature is its UV fluorescence, which helps it navigate in the dark and possibly deter predators. Researchers are studying its venom for potential medical uses, such as targeting cancer cells. Despite its dangers, the deathstalker is a remarkable creature that has adapted to survive in some of the harshest conditions on Earth. In the shallow coastal waters of the Pacific and Indian Oceans lurks one of the ocean's most deceptive killers, the blue-ringed octopus. Unlike other large, fearsome predators, this octopus is tiny, barely the size of a golf ball. But don't let its small size fool you. This cephalopod carries a venom that is among the most powerful in the animal kingdom. The moment this creature feels threatened, its iridescent blue rings begin to glow as a warning, a final chance for any would-be predator to back off. But if ignored, the blue-ringed octopus strikes with lightning speed, injecting its victim with tetrodotoxin, a neurotoxin that is 1,200 times more potent than cyanide. Just 1 milligram of its venom is enough to kill a full-grown human within minutes. The terrifying part? There's no known antivenom. Victims suffer from paralysis, complete loss of muscle control, and eventually suffocation as their lungs stop functioning. The only way to survive is if someone performs artificial respiration until the toxin wears off. Despite its deadly nature, this octopus is stunningly beautiful, making it one of the most dangerously deceptive creatures in the ocean. Snails are typically slow, harmless creatures, but the cone snail is an entirely different story. Found in tropical oceans, this innocent-looking marine snail is armed with a venom so deadly that it has earned the nickname the cigarette snail. Because if it stings you, you have about as much time to live as it takes to smoke a cigarette. Unlike snakes or spiders, which bite their prey, the cone snail harpoons its victims using a specialized tooth that acts like a venom-injecting spear. Once the venom is delivered, paralysis sets in almost immediately. Victims become unable to move or breathe, and within minutes, death is certain. Even worse, there is no known antivenom. Scientists have studied cone snail venom extensively and have even discovered that some of its compounds could be used as powerful painkillers. But despite its potential medical benefits, the cone snail remains one of the ocean's most dangerous killers. Australia is home to some of the most dangerous creatures on Earth, and at the top of the list is the inland taipan, also known as the fierce snake. This serpent holds the record as the most venomous snake in the world, with a bite so toxic that one bite contains enough venom to kill 100 men. Unlike cobras or rattlesnakes, which often deliver warning signs before striking, the inland taipan is fast, accurate, and incredibly deadly. The moment it sinks its fangs into a victim, the venom begins destroying blood cells, shutting down organs, and leading to rapid internal bleeding. Without immediate antivenom, death can occur within 30 minutes. Despite its deadly potential, the inland taipan is shy and rarely attacks humans. But for anyone unfortunate enough to cross its path, there's little chance of survival. At first glance, the pufferfish might seem like one of the ocean's most adorable creatures. With its round, balloon-like body and cartoonish appearance, it's easy to underestimate this fish. But make no mistake, this is one of the deadliest creatures in the sea. Just like the blue-ringed octopus, pufferfish contain tetrodotoxin. Just one pufferfish carries enough poison to kill 30 adult humans, and there is no known antidote. The toxin attacks the nervous system, causing paralysis, muscle failure, and ultimately suffocation as the victim's lungs shut down. Despite its lethal nature, pufferfish remains a popular delicacy in Japan, where it is known as fugu. Highly skilled chefs, trained for years, carefully prepare the fish to remove the toxic parts. Even the slightest mistake in preparation, however, can mean instant death for the diner. Pufferfish don't use their poison to attack. Instead, they rely on it purely for defense. When threatened, they inflate their bodies, revealing sharp spines that are also laced with tetrodotoxin. Most predators know to stay away, but those that don't rarely live long enough to make the same mistake twice. Eating pufferfish is a gamble with life and death, but for those who take the risk, the reward is an expensive, highly sought-after dish. Whether it's worth it? That's up for debate. Imagine swimming in the warm, tropical waters of Australia or Southeast Asia, when suddenly a burning sensation spreads through your body. Within minutes, your heart begins to fail, and your body is racked with unimaginable pain. This is the horrifying reality of an encounter with the box jellyfish. Unlike other jellyfish that rely on a simple sting to ward off predators, the box jellyfish is armed with tentacles covered in millions of venom-injecting cells, known as nematocysts. When they touch skin, these cells fire microscopic harpoons loaded with venom, delivering instant, excruciating pain and causing cardiac arrest within minutes. The venom is so potent that it attacks the heart, nervous system, and skin cells simultaneously. Victims describe it as being electrocuted and burned from the inside out. Many don't even make it to shore before succumbing to heart failure. Perhaps the most terrifying aspect of the box jellyfish is that it's nearly invisible in the water. Unlike other jellyfish that drift aimlessly, the box jellyfish can actively swim and hunt, making it a far more dangerous predator than most people realize. If there's any consolation, it's that antivenom exists, and in some cases, CPR can save a victim, but only if administered immediately. However, many people don't survive long enough for treatment. The box jellyfish remains one of the most feared and lethal creatures in the ocean, a true nightmare lurking beneath the waves. The stonefish isn't just the most venomous fish on Earth. It's also one of the most difficult to spot. Masters of disguise, these fish perfectly blend into the ocean floor, looking exactly like a rock or a piece of coral. But stepping on one is a death sentence. Hidden within its spiky dorsal fins are 13 venomous spines, each capable of delivering one of the most agonizing stings known to man. The venom contains neurotoxins and cardiotoxins that cause instant pain, muscle paralysis, respiratory failure, and sometimes even death. Victims describe the pain as so unbearable that they beg to have the affected limb amputated. In extreme cases, the venom can cause tissue necrosis, meaning the skin and flesh around the wound start to rot away. Despite its terrifying potency, the stonefish doesn't actively attack. It simply lies in wait, camouflaged perfectly, and strikes if disturbed. Unfortunately, its ability to blend in means that unsuspecting swimmers and divers often step on it by accident, leading to some of the most painful injuries in marine history. Fortunately, an antivenom exists, but treatment must be given immediately. If not, death can occur within hours. The lesson here? Never touch or step on a rock in the ocean, because it might just be the deadliest fish alive. Spiders are some of the most feared creatures on Earth, but if there's one that deserves its terrifying reputation, it's the Brazilian wandering spider. Officially recognized as the most venomous spider in the world, this arachnid is far deadlier than black widows or tarantulas. Unlike other spiders that weave webs to catch prey, the Brazilian wandering spider actively hunts on foot, stalking its victims in the dead of night. It doesn't just stay in the jungle. It is known to wander into homes, cars, and even shoes, making it one of the most feared house guests in South America. Its venom contains neurotoxins that cause paralysis, breathing failure, and death within hours. But there's another bizarre effect. In men, the venom causes painful, hours-long erections. Scientists have studied this effect for potential medical applications, but for bite victims, it's just another agonizing symptom of an already excruciating ordeal. Without immediate antivenom, the bite can be fatal. However, survivors report extreme pain, muscle spasms, and hallucinations for days after being bitten. This spider doesn't just kill, it makes sure its victims suffer first. With its aggressive nature, potent venom, and ability to appear anywhere, the Brazilian wandering spider is one of the most terrifying predators in the insect world. And now, we've reached the deadliest of them all. the golden poison dart frog. The Amazon rainforest is home to some of the most dangerous animals on the planet, but few are as lethal as the poison dart frog. These small, brightly colored amphibians might look harmless, but their skin is coated in a highly toxic compound, known as batrachotoxin. This toxin is so powerful that just one frog carries enough poison to kill 10 adult humans, or even 2 full-grown elephants. Indigenous tribes have long used the frog's secretions to coat the tips of their blow darts, allowing them to take down animals or enemies with a single shot. Unlike venomous creatures that inject their toxins through fangs or stingers, poison dart frogs are deadly to the touch. Anyone who handles them without protection will experience instant numbness, paralysis, and eventually heart failure. What makes these frogs even more fascinating is that their toxicity comes from their diet, just like the hooded pitohui. In captivity, when fed a diet free of toxic ants and beetles, they lose their poison entirely. But in the wild, their skin remains one of the deadliest natural weapons in existence. One touch is all it takes. The natural world is full of hidden killers, and these creatures prove that size doesn't always determine deadliness. Some of these animals can kill with a single drop of venom, and in many cases, there's no way to fight back. Which one shocked you the most? Drop a comment below and let us know. If you love exploring the wildest, deadliest creatures on the planet, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Because in nature, there's always something more dangerous lurking just around the corner. Stay safe and stay untamed.